bombing is like going fast, feeling the wind, feeling like the board rumble on the asphalt. Just getting past that point of any return. You are giving yourself to the speed. If you stay on the tightrope and you're tiptoeing it effectively, once you're on the other side, you feel amazing. It's like, holy shit, I just escaped that. That was beautiful.
It's just a manhole cover, like it's not even a spot.
Exactly. Well, it is a spot. Of course it's a spot. Oh, there it is.
Damn.
How pissed?
That was the most pissed.
We're on this way. I see a skateboard as a limb. It's like I feel more comfortable riding a skateboard than walking. It's like my community. It's what I love. It's like what gets me out of bed. And like if that's not what we're all looking for, like I don't know what is, truly. I moved to San Francisco in 2013. I moved to the city for the hills. It's something that's just so special to me. It's such a freedom. I really do get to escape while I'm going fast.
I pretty much moved here to skateboard, specifically to skateboard down the hills and to just be a part of the larger skate community here because it's kind of like the mecca of skating. It's a holy place for skateboarding, or an unholy place.
My father, he absolutely hates bombing. He's supported me in skateboarding through all of it, taking me to contests, like seriously such love and support being offered to me. But the one thing that like he cannot get behind is bombing, and it's understandable. People have died doing this shit. Like, it's not a joke. It's not something to take lightly.
As you're going down, you're definitely cautious and aware, but a lot of that starts to kind of float away magically because you're experiencing this like euphoric feeling of just going fast. And if you're with friends, it's like you're sharing that experience.
For regular hills, like we're going around 20 to like 30 miles an hour. You're feeling the rumble under your feet. You're feeling the wind. I associate howling with it because it's like at the bottom, you're just screaming.
I'm usually bombing around with my camera bag, which is like 20, 30-pound bag. I've kind of started to just get used to it, kind of counterbalances me. It's really important for me to be in that good mental space when I'm out filming with people, because if I'm not, then it's totally gonna affect the outcome. I think in extreme cases where you're doing life-threatening things, you have to know for certain that you're gonna be okay and that everything's gonna work out. The moment you sense any doubt in the air, whether it's from yourself or from others, then that's when things get weird for sure.
Oh my fucking God.
I think because of the inherent danger of bombing, you're forced to be as present as possible. You're not really thinking about dinner when you're halfway down Quintaro. I like going a little bit before green. We can make it down in 10 seconds.
Well, no, see the countdown? 7, 6, 5. Right now.
Timing traffic lights is important. It's a little bit more of a guessing game, but if you pay enough attention, you can find the pattern and you can assess risk and be able to go down when it is most likely that you will be able to have a clear path. It's dangerous, it's scary. If you got a full squad, they'll see you going through the intersection. You just make more of a presence. If you got like 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 homies, like they kind of treat you as your own vehicle. There's been such a culture surrounding bombing in SF. It's been going on for forever. First footage I ever saw in SF, it's in Future Primitive, is the Powell Peralta video. It was Tommy Guerrero taking just driveways down in the sunset, I believe. And so he was like bombing in that sense, and that's the first footage I saw of SF. What makes bombing in SF very special is the way that it's so densely packed together, and you can take a hill for 15 minutes, get on a bus, go to the top of a different hill. You can be bombing for a long period of time through an urban landscape and like swerving through cars, pushing through intersections. Thank you for making those hills in the way that you did, whoever was the architect for this city.
We're doing hype?
Yeah, hype. Basically a route when you're bombing in the city is a series of downhill streets. The OG hype, that was like what was shown to me by the dudes over at Pochero. Start at Pochero, lights out, 48 stop, take that up to Clipper, that's where you piss. Take that down to the swirlies. Swirls, spits you out onto the sidewalk, onto the street. You take Grandview, and then you take from the top of Jersey, take that all the way to the bottom. From Jersey, you take that to Dolores. From there, hit the 33 stop to the middle intersection at Corbett. Take Corbett, it's a bit of a swerve, spits you out on the 17th, post up at Church and Market, and then you skate from there to the 49 at Van Ness, and skate from there to the parking garage swirlies. Take that, spits you out onto Bush, and you're on Market, and it's done, it's over. Dude, it's just like a violent ballet through the city.
It just offers such unique terrain. All of the hills and all of the concrete that was kind of just poured on top of them. That's so unique, unlike any other city, really. And also just the culture here. A lot of other places are pretty against what we do, but there's room for artistic expression here.
Dude, city kids are no joke.
Like, you guys are raw, dude.
But dude, like what happens to those kids? Do they get like gnarlier and gnarlier? Or do they like burn out quicker? Like bombing. Like if you like start really that young, do you just get like mad comfy? Or?
I don't know.
Like, it's just something all 12-year-olds did in San Francisco. Like,
Yeah.
They don't talk about it, but they just know how to do it.
Exactly, it's just a skill. For the system that's set up that we're living under, we definitely don't fit in well.
What?
You're trespassing. You can't get that through your head.
It's fine, it's okay. I don't need you to like me, it's okay.
We're just gonna head back down that way, and then we'll be out of here. We're just gonna do one run down. It's all good, man. Thanks for being cool. All right, let's go.
Skateboarding can't really be contained. The majority of people who are passionate about it are still gonna do it, no matter how many times they're told they shouldn't do it.
The first year of the Dolores 3-whoop fastest hill bomb contest was badass because we had never seen anything like it, and there ended up being like hundreds of people going down this one hill, and like the cops could not stop us.
The first one was actually really cool because it kind of brought the skate community together. It was like a flash mob. It wasn't really planned, it just happened.
Over the years, more and more people decided to show up, and it became a bit of like a party or like a spectacle. And there were a lot of people that were just like standing on the sides, just like taking photos or just drinking beers, just something to look at. The more crowded it gets, the more opportunity there is like for injury to occur. One person actually died. I wasn't there last year, so I don't know the exact details, but that's why the news started covering it.
A 23-year-old San Francisco man has been identified as the person killed during an unpermitted extreme sporting event.
Police say the young bicyclist was critically injured, as was another teenage skateboarder in a separate incident at Dolores Park.
Other than the first one, I'm not the biggest fan. It's just a bunch of people getting together and just doing something that isn't really for everyone. It's not like a fun, playful thing that everyone can do.
If you're bombing with 100 other people that you've like barely met, just shit's gonna happen. Like it's dangerous to bomb with like 4 people, 5 people, like if you don't know them well enough. Like you have to have full trust in those around you. I definitely am trying to stay alive to the best of my ability. But if there's like an easier way to like kill yourself, like yeah, it's having a 9 to 5 and doing that and like drinking beer and going to sleep and doing it again. Like you're just killing yourself slower. I'm gonna skate until I absolutely cannot. And then I'm gonna get like a lawn chair and like we're gonna drill in trucks on the bottom and y'all are gonna push me down a hill and it's gonna be great.